Today in this video, we will be learning about place value of a two-digit number and how to write its standard form, expanded form, and identify the tens and ones in a chart. We will be using base 10 blocks to build the number and use the blocks to understand the different forms. These are the T's. The definitions that go with this lesson, first one is standard form. Standard form is the way we are most commonly to see it. An example would be how you write it is just the number 28. The next definition we're using is expanded form. Expanded form is writing the number in an equation type. An example of this would be (20 plus 8 equals 28). We will also determine how many tens and ones there are. An example to break it down would be we would write tens and ones. So how we would do this is we would write there's 2 tens and 8 ones. The blocks we are using are called base 10 blocks. A flat is the biggest that has 100 cubes, all in one. We won't use this one in this lesson, but it can be used to tell a place value all the way up to hundreds. The next one is called a rod. A rod has 10 cubes and represents as 1/10. This is called a rod. The last one is called a unit. A unit is just one single cube, or it may be called a single unit. For example, I have 10 single units equal 1 rod. So you can use the blocks to represent a number. So now we are going to put the information into a chart. To start the lesson, first we are going to use one die to get the number. First, roll the dice, and this will be the tens. So we get 2. Our first number is a 2. Roll the dice the second time to get your ones. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got the number 26. Now we want to make a chart. So first, have a standard form column and an expanded form column, and also a column where we will write our tens and ones, and then we are going to draw the number. So the number we got is 26 by rolling the die. We are going to draw that using the base 10 blocks. So I have one rod, now 2 rods to equal 2. And I need 6 units for the ones. So now we just built the number. We have 26. Now let's check the rest of the chart. The standard form would be just 26. The expanded form, we would write 20 plus 6 equals 26. And we would have 2 tens and 6 ones. That is how we fill the chart out. Now we go back to look at the what we drew with what we built with our base 10 blocks. It would match our chart. The rods would equal the tens. It says that we have 2 tens, which are rods. So we have 2. And so we put 2. Our units will equal the ones. So we have 6 ones. And this is showing us that there is 20 cubes plus the 6 units. So it's just different ways to write it. Let's do another one. We're going to roll the dice. And we get 3. So let's just go ahead and write in this column. We have a 3. Let's roll again. 6. So we're going to start from this way, from left to right. We have 36. And then our expanded form would be 30 plus 6 equals 36. Then we would have 3 tens and 6 ones. Now it's time to build it. We have our 2 rods. We need to add another one. And we can double check by counting 10, 20, 30. We have the 30. Now we need 6. We have the 6 units. This will double check your work. Now let's do another example showing we're going to build the blocks first. So I'm going to roll the number. Oh, we get 6. Our next number is 5. So first, we're going to draw the number with the blocks. I have 3. We need to add 2 more to make 3 more. Sorry, 3 more to make 6. So we have 6. Well, now we're going to roll it again. 2. We have 2 ones. So our number is 62. We got to add our 2. So this tells us we have 62. Now this will help us fill out the rest of the chart. We have 6 10s and 2 1s. The expanded form, by looking at the blocks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rods. And if each one has 10, we would do 6 times 10 would be 60. And then we have how many ones? We have 2 ones. So write 2, and it'd be 62. So after doing all this, you can easily get your standard form. The best way to do this is to start by building your number, and then it will help you break it down to get all of it. The students will have a written assignment of 10 problems that they will each have a die and a set of base 10 blocks to use to complete the worksheet. At the end, they will turn in the worksheet and the materials at the end of the class.